Hi everyone, we are at Grandma's Cookies, downtown St. Charles, Missouri, and we are here to find out what they are doing to give back in the community and all about their delicious cookies. So Amina is going to interview Miss Teresa and James here, so you guys can take it away.
Alright, well we are so excited to bring to you our audience. We are the Living Sweet crew, Amina and Jana here at Grandma's Cookies, and we have here the owner, Teresa.
Hello.
Hi Teresa, say hi to everybody. And we also have James, our hardy worker.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you first a little bit about how I came here. It was last Monday. I was hungry, wanted a cookie. Saw Grandma's Cookies, which is an awesome cookie place downtown St. Charles, Main Street. Came in, I talked to Teresa and James a little bit about what we're doing on iWatch, Living Sweet, the show, promoting giving and everything like that. And I was so compelled to hear her story. Basically, James had told me a story. So, Teresa, why don't you first start off and tell me a little bit about the background of Grandma's Cookies and how it came about.
My grandma started in 1976 here. She had the shop in this location, lived upstairs. She actually had a dress shop right next door in the same building. And to keep the kids occupied or whatever, she would make cookies to keep them quiet while their parents went shopping. Well, then the parents started digging into the cookie jar. And they're like, oh my gosh, you should charge charge something for them. So she started charging 25 cents. And then just had a little jar there. So people would put their cookies, or their money in there for the cookies. And so just went from there. It just, just blew up, and she made more. Besides just chocolate chips, she decided to make a variety of them. And then that's when she brought the cookies over onto this side of the building. She lived upstairs and baked on here.
It's awesome. So Grandma started stickers.
Yes.
And then, so how did you get a chance to take over?
I started working here as a little girl. I was 10 years old.
Really? Wow. So you kind of know everything from the ins and outs.
Oh yeah. For a while, she wouldn't let me touch the dough. She didn't want me mixing. She didn't want me training them. She just wanted me to sell them. And then eventually, after watching her, after a few years watching her,
right,
she kind of let me not take over, but help out more.
Oh, that's so wonderful. And I know we were talking a little bit, and I told you about what we're doing on Living Sweet and how we promote giving within the community and everything. So why don't you tell me your story, how you two came about, or how does Grandma's Cookies give?
You know what? I think Grandma's Cookies started giving back when Grandma owned the shop. She helped with many people who were in need or couldn't afford, her cookies.
Right.
She would have a few people that she would give cookies and coffee to every morning, and just brighten up their day a little bit. And then I saw James one day sitting across the street doodling on a cup, and I was like, what is that guy doing? So I was like, I want to go over there, nosy me. I went over there. I'm like, what are you doing? So he's like, no, I'm just drawing some cups. Well, then he was drawing on there, so I thought, well, maybe I'll just give him some cookies, you know what I mean? So I gave him some cookies, and then the next day he drew us a cup. The next day? Yeah, the next day.
Cup, James?
Yeah, I got it.
It's in the back.
Yeah, would you go get the cups for a second? Yeah, because I want to see this. So you actually saw him outside doodling day after day, just sitting out there drawing on cups.
Right. And I was like, okay, what is that all about? So I ended up giving him some cookies, and he ended up giving us the cup back. And then he ended up coming in here. It was cold, and he was doing all his cups in here. I'm like, okay, if you're gonna take up space in here, you're gonna come back here and do some dishes.
Right.
So I ended up just giving him a job is to just basically start off as a dishwasher and clean it up. Yeah, those are the cups.
So these are.
That was the one that she came over and was interested in what I was doing.
Right.
So that's the one I was working on. And I finished it later that evening, and I came over and gave it to her.
Oh, how cool is that?
Those are great.
Great. Grandma's Cookies. I can't
Oh my
believe that.
gosh.
I know, isn't that awesome?
That's wonderful.
That is awesome.
So then after talking to James for a little while, I found out that he was homeless, and I was like, okay, and I thought...
Yeah, it wasn't something I just went out and said, hey, by the way.
Right, I'm homeless.
Right, yeah, I didn't know for a while.
Right.
For quite a while.
She had an idea. She kind of was thinking I was, but it wasn't really, she never asked, and I never said.
Right. And I'm sure it was hard for you, too.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't believe me because, I kept myself up.
Right.
I still kept my clothes clean and still kept myself clean.
Wow.
But that was a good way of me realizing that when I met him, not to judge a book by his cover.
Exactly.
Even though he didn't look homeless, he looked kind of like, sitting on the same place day after day. I'm like, what is he doing? There must be something mentally wrong with him or something.
Or
Stalking your delicious cookies.
That just shows, I mean, people out there that are watching, you know, how someone, you know, in the community, you know, that should be very empowering and encouraging to others in order to give. You know, Teresa here actually gave him a job. So, I mean, after looking at these awesome, you know, doodle cups, she gave him a job when he was homeless. So, I mean, congratulations.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, yeah. I mean, started off washing dishes, moved up, and
Moved up.
You know,
That's
now,
right.
Nice and big wig.
Now you're
All
big.
right. Congratulations on your promotion.
You know.
Teresa, why don't you kind of take us, you know, can we go? Can you make us a little something?
Yeah.
Show us you know,
Okay.
show us, you know, some action in the kitchen.
Yeah.
All
Come
right.
on, let's go bake something. Let's go. Be careful.